Welcome back. So, Wednesday morning? Days ticking by rather fast. Interesting development yesterday. So, there is a new airport, likely financed by the Chinese. That doesn't mean anything, but development is that it's about 40 kilometers away from here. And maybe about $35 to go there. Man, that's a deal breaker. So with the cost to, I assume, take a tuk-tuk, maybe not, maybe that's a little far for a tuk-tuk. Maybe I gotta get a car, but set all that aside, just focus in on the $35 that I'm not gonna pay. Why? Because I can walk 2 blocks away from here, get in line and grab the shuttle to Bangkok for 6-7 hours, somewhere in that range, which would be ideal. I mean, even if I booked a ride from here, and then went over there hour, have to get there a couple hours before, that's 3, flight 4. I mean, I'm well over halfway to Bangkok. So appears we're going for the bus, the $20 way. And let's not forget baggage fees. Air Asia is a pile of garbage, and on top of the cost to fly, so we're talking $35, cost to fly 50 to 100. That's the base fare without the luggage, and then $30 for luggage. So we're talking $125 versus $20 to just take the bus. And there's a free visa going that way to Thailand. Now, the other situation that's developing is I got a tooth going bad. Now, this has been kind of on the fence, and I feel like what's going on is I'm missing 2 teeth. I'm about to be 51. Actually, I'm surprised I got teeth at this point, but all credit to Mexico. Hallelujah. I may have to see a dentist while I'm here. It's very, very close. And you know me, I'm scared to death of the dentist. So, however, this is probably the ideal situation. Maybe here or the Philippines is the ideal situation to see a dentist. However, I am flying completely blind. I did get a little bit of a referral from the lady here. I have not even looked at it yet, just because I don't even want to think about it. So there's that. That's likely to be cheap, because the tooth above it's missing. It's all the way in the back, and the tooth above it's missing, so it's probably going to be a pull jobby versus a root canal and a crown. So there's that. Nothing like having a tooth pulled from your skull. So I'm of course doing my best to hold on to it, I guess. The other thing that's developing is, of course, this will be my, if I'm not mistaken, my 4th trip to Thailand this year. Thailand has come out and said they're limiting you to 2. However, I feel like that's probably not going to be a factor, because I normally never stay the full 3 days. So there would be no real red flags of them going, hey, you're trying to live over here, and which is very, very common. I mean, even when I passed over into Laos, a bunch of the Chiang Maiers like to go up there and then cross over at the way, say, high say, whatever the hell you call it, and then just turn back around. Actually, when I went up to Chiang Rai and crossed over, we were the only ones that took a tuk-tuk away from the line. Everybody else just turned back around and went to Thailand. So they paid their $30 to go into Laos. I would have, I probably would have went into Laos just to look around, not just do a visa run. But I assume I'll get a fresh 30. Now, I don't feel like I will renew this go round. It's been raining. Internet has not been good. The internet on my phone has been great. But that's been, propping me up. But I will likely take off before my visa expires. Actually, I'll probably take off at least a few days before my visa expires, because giving myself a little bit of, a little bit of time between when it expires and, just in case. Then Thailand goes, no. So, there's that. The thing also, I wish they would do like 33-day visas. Why is that? Is because me, the traveler, and the hotel, you pay for a month, you get probably the best deal paying for a month, and you lose a few days. Maybe the ticket is cheaper a few days before, which is in most cases a few bucks either way. And there's that. If you're like me, I get nervous going down to the day or so. I know many people that have overstayed on that alone. If nothing else, just go back a couple videos where I end up not being able to leave Thailand, end up getting sick and leaving, 4 or 5 days later. End up going to the hospital in the in Thailand airport for $40, the best deal ever. And again, I'm never going to the hospital unless I am effed up. So I was not feeling good. I'm very grateful for the medication I got, and I was feeling better a few hours later. And then I went and got myself a room and recovered and started looking at tickets and trying to plan what to do. Then my visa came in at 1 a.m, and then was able to fly out in the next day. But so these 30-day visas are really rough, because you get in there, if you don't plan, you're maybe spending like a day or two at one place trying to find some place for your 30-day stay or whatever. Maybe you're traveling around, but it's hard to take advantage of all the days. Although I am really antsy, we'll try to get into July here. I feel pretty good where I'm at. I will say, it is cheap. I paid $320 for a month, so I'm paid up to the last day of my visa. I will likely take off within the last week, somewhere in there, depending on, workflow and how busy I get, and then how froggy I get at the same time. The tooth is probably going to have to get more annoying for me to move on that. However, probably the extraction, if I have to guess, is probably going to be $10, $20. I ran into Jeffy Pooh's buddy the other night, and of course it slipped my mind to talk to him. He likely knew the best dentist to go to, which would have been a huge one, and likely I would have moved on that. I mean, actually, with locally here, the this place has fake reviews like no other place. And you know, the fake reviews are interesting because, like, I've gone to this restaurant, 1,500 fake reviews, no joke. Actually, word on the street that they're paying upwards of $500 a month for reviews. There's a line out the building of the place. When I was here before, now there's noticeably less tourism going on. And I do believe that it's slow season. However, it's, again, pretty slow. And I think to myself, wow, dude, this is probably the only place that works, because, you know, there's only a couple different type of travelers that come in here. One, coming to see the Angkor Wat, and then you stay a few days, and then you bounce. And you know, you go eat there, right? You look on Google Maps. Oh wow, you know, this place is highly rated. Let's go over there, eat. Oh, it wasn't that great. And you bounce. You don't think about it ever again. So that's probably the only situation where that works. Otherwise, you know, if it was in like Bangkok or something where it's constantly getting the flow of the same people, which is critical, especially here, because I would not, I mean, Thailand, there's a ton of street food that's good. There's, you know, food is good everywhere. So, I mean, and cheap everywhere. Unless you're dying to eat like a tourist, I mean, you're only paying like $1. Now, food over here is cheap. However, it's not as good everywhere, and which almost seems crazy, being in the middle of Vietnam and Thailand. And I mean, there's Thai people here, there's Vietnamese here, but I mean, that part is crazy. So I lean on a couple spots, and I feel a little bit crazy because there I am. Hey, you know, they know me and great. They're always happy to see me. I'm of course I'm 6'4", so I always stand out or whatever, and I never want to stand out at all. I like, just, you know, go in there, you know, with my headphones on, eat, and then go back to work or whatever I'm doing. So you know, that's one of the real downsides here. And then of course they have food, you know, that's of course they target the foreigners. Again, bonkers. I mean, $7-8 for food here is crazy, especially when you can stay in a reasonably nice, you know, guest house. This one here, I would put it in the pretty nice accommodations for what, $10.50 a night, somewhere in there. $10.70 a night, $320 a month. Reasonably safe. The only people here are basically foreigners staying a month. There was a restaurant downstairs. It's you know, I assume closed for the slow season. That's what seems to be the issue, which is again a bit of a shame, because before they were cooking me food, and I would kind of give them, you know, my order. You know, I'd be able to get, they have, I don't know if you're aware of this, but avocados are huge in the area. I'm surprised they're not huge in the US. I don't know what the deal is. I guess not from the US. Most of them come from Mexico, but the avocados are huge here, and weird shapes. More like, I don't know, what are they called? Of course, my mind is going. Eggplants. Yeah, small eggplants, which are, eggplants in the United States are like this. Eggplants here are like zucchini, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, doing well. Thank you all for your comments. They're very nice. And guess I'll end it right there, and I'll catch you on the next video.